So hello friends, hope you all are fine and enjoying my class, and today we are going to discuss about the topic Parliament and the two houses of Parliament, that is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. So without any delay, let's get started. First, let me explain. Parliament consists of Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha and President. Okay. So Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both are houses. So there are two houses in the Parliament and these two houses are known as bicameral legislature. Okay, bi means two, cameral means house, and legislature means lawmaker. So these two houses usually makes the law. That's why these Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha both are known as bicameral legislature. First, let me explain you about the Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha, other names is upper house. We call Rajya Sabha as the upper house of the Parliament, and it is a permanent house. That means it cannot be dissolved. Okay, Lok Sabha, in case of Lok Sabha, it can be dissolved, but Rajya Sabha, it cannot be dissolved. Tenure is 6 years. 1/3 of the members of Rajya Sabha retire after every 2 years. Okay, so 1/3 of total number of members, currently there is 245 members in Rajya Sabha. 1/3 of those members retire after every 2 years. Rajya Sabha, at present there are 245 members. Out of 245, 233 members are the representatives of states and union territories, and 12 members are nominated by the president if you want to remember in this way, you can remember this term or word, that is class. C stands for nothing. Okay, from L you need to remember L for literature, A for arts, S for science, and last S for social service. Okay, so these 12 members are going to be nominated by president on the best, or on those who are having knowledge on these area, that is literature, arts, science and social service. Next is qualification of Rajya Sabha. To become a member of Rajya Sabha, that person must be the citizen of India. Minimum age requirement is 30 years and he should not hold any office of profit. That means should not be in any government job, okay, under union government or state government or local authority, or he should not be any MLA. Next, powers of Rajya Sabha. First point is all India service. That means whatever bills relating to all India service, or whatever bills is there or whatever bills are there, all the bills relating to all India service are usually passed from Rajya Sabha. Okay, Article 312. So all the bills relating to all India service are passed from Rajya Sabha. Next is joint sitting. Rajya Sabha must present. Now I need to explain you what is joint sitting. Okay, what is joint sitting actually? You know, normally there are two houses, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, and under Parliament president is also there. Now whatever bills or act usually passed in the Lok Sabha, okay, within 6 months the Lok Sabha needs to decide, within 6 months the Lok Sabha needs to decide whether the bill will pass or not, or they needs to pass those bill within 6 months. Okay, in case if 6 months exceeds or if they fails to take any decision on that specific bill within 6 months, then we call that is a deadlock. So when we call that this is a deadlock situation, Lok Sabha needs to pass something or needs to take decision on something within 6 months. They will get a time of 6 months. Okay. In case if they fails to do so, or if they fails to take decision within that prescribed 6 months, then we called it this is a deadlock. Then what president will do during deadlock time? President will call a joint sitting. So what is joint sitting actually? President will call Lok Sabha as well as Rajya Sabha also, and they will discuss together about that specific thing. Okay, so it's a sitting, everyone will come and sit together and they will decide about that particular matter. So that is actually joint sitting. Okay, Lok Sabha will come, the members will be there, Rajya Sabha's members will be there, and both will take some decisions. Okay, and in this meeting, that is a joint sitting meeting, actually president is having power to call such meeting. Okay, so president is having power to call such meeting. The head or chairman of such meeting is the Lok Sabha speaker. Okay, so this is actually joint sitting. Third power is national emergency. Rajya Sabha is going to pass all the bills relating to national emergency. National emergencies related bills is going to be passed from Rajya Sabha. Only in these bills the president will sign for implementation. So all bills are going to be passed from Rajya Sabha. President is going to sign it for implementation. Next we will discuss about the lower house, that is Lok Sabha. So other name is a lower house. Population is direct election by the people. So people means it is direct, the members of the Lok Sabhas are directly elected by us only. When we attain 18 we are eligible to vote, so that is a direct election. Lok Sabha is not a permanent house like Rajya Sabha, it is a temporary house. It can be dissolved, any time it can be dissolved. Tenure is 5 years, but sometimes it can extend to 1 year, that is total 6 years only in case of national emergency. In case there is a national emergency, normally the tenure is 5 years, but in case of national emergency, sometimes it can be extended to another 1 year from 5 years, that is 6 years. National emergency means 3 reasons is there: war, external aggression, internal disturbance. Next is qualification of Lok Sabha. Same like Rajya Sabha, like he must be citizen of India. Age limit minimum 25 years of age, like in Rajya Sabha it was 30. That person also should not hold any office of profit, should not be any government job under union government or state government or local authority. He should not be a he should be sound mind, means he should have sound mind. He should not be of unsound mind person. Unsound mind means the person who is not having capability of taking decision. If you don't have that capability or capacity to take decisions, you will be treated as an unsound mind. So if you are an unsound mind, then you will be disqualified. And lastly, bankruptcy. Bankruptcy is also one of the disqualification. So there should not be a bankruptcy, then only you will be qualified. Now in Lok Sabha, the total members are 552 at present. So these are the information from the parliament website itself. So total member is 552. Out of 552, 530 actually represents the state, 20 union territories, and only 2 Anglo-Indians. Okay, Anglo-Indians means in English or you can say British. 2 Anglo-Indians they will take. Now let us discuss about the sessions. Okay, sessions of parliament. Okay, First, let me tell you, this sessions starts by president and also ends by president. Okay, so these sessions of parliament starts by president, ends by president. So try to remember by this 3 alphabet, BMW. You know, it's a popular car, expensive car. So BMW. B means session of parliament, means BMW. Okay. B means budget session. M for monsoon session. So there are actually 3 sessions. And lastly, W for winter session. Okay. So actually there are 3 sessions. One is budget session, B, M for monsoon session, and thirdly W for winter session. Budget session usually held in February to May. Okay. February to May is a budget session. Next is June, it's a holiday. Okay. Next session is monsoon session, that is July, August. Again holiday is September, October. Okay. And finally November, December is a winter session. So it is easier for you to remember. So budget session is February, May, June is holiday. Monsoon session is July, August, September, October is holiday. Winter session will be on November, December. Okay. So this is actually about the session of the parliament. It can be adjourned. Okay, in any case it can be adjourned only by the speaker. So speaker, if anything happens, Lok Sabha can be dissolved, you know, and Lok Sabha can be dissolved by president with consultation with the Council of Ministers. Okay. These sessions can be adjourned by the speaker. And prorogation, try to remember this term, prorogation. What is prorogation actually? It means ending of the session. Prorogation means ending of the session. Usually it is done by the president on advice of Council of Ministers. So I already say session starts by president, ends by president. So this ending of the session is usually done by the president on advice of Council of Ministers, that is only known as prorogation.